Hi, everybody. It's me, Julie, with your weekly Oracle card reading for the week of May 30th through to June the 5th. So I wanted to work with the spiritual principle angel oracle cards here and pull 3 cards for the week. I haven't done this in a while, so for some of you, this might be new. And I noticed right away solar plexus, solar plexus, solar plexus. All 3 cards that we pulled for this week connect to personal power, setting boundaries, and the angels are coming in right now saying it's preparation. It's preparation. You're being prepared for something spiritual. So the first card we look at is setting personal boundaries. And what they said to me is that this is a challenge, Julie. Not everybody can set boundaries. Archangel Michael is coming in and he's saying some people have a great difficulty with setting personal boundaries, and then some people feel bad when they don't set boundaries. So this is really a message of acknowledgement from your angels that they know that this is something that's difficult for you to do and to be gentle with yourself. However, it's still something that your angels want you to do. And they said that if you consider setting boundaries, that this will get better by the month of August. So they also are saying right now that it's important for you to understand what your boundaries are. So you cannot just get there. There are steps. So Archangel Michael keeps repeating to me over and over again right now to write your boundaries down. Write them down on paper so that they're there. I know there was a situation in my own life recently where I had a boundary to set, and I couldn't imagine setting boundaries with this person, and it was so, pardon me, so overwhelming to me that I wrote it down. And then when it came time and I suddenly felt that guidance from my angels to go ahead and do it, was so easy, and I felt the strength and the power of my angels. But it all started with me thinking about it for a while first. So if you're thinking about it, that's totally okay. The next card that we pull, which is, right alongside it, is the solar plexus. Archangel Jophiel, activate your solar plexus. So one of the things we can do is actually open up the solar plexus area, that chakra that connects to personal power, and ask for Jophia's help. The angels are always there to help us, but we have to ask. They can't intervene in the law of they can't intervene because of the law of free will. So we have to ask. So here, Jophiel, as you can see her, she's standing so powerfully, right? She's just in her power. She's got her wings out. This is what, pardon me, I shouldn't have had steak before I did a reading. This is what we're working on, is moving into this personal power. And an example of stepping into your personal power is setting personal boundaries. So these 2 cards go hand in hand. And I know you're not going to love this for some of you, but we don't always have to love every message that we get, is assessing boundaries. There was also a message coming through saying that for the most part, the week starts off a little bit slow and heavy. So the new moon on Monday in Gemini, there's sort of a very dull feeling to it. And then Wednesday, there's a bloop, there's a bump. It's sort of like a spike in the energy. And then it kind of continues on to Thursday. Friday, we get a rest and the energy seems much clearer. It's no coincidence Archangel Michael is saying that Mercury starts to go direct on Friday, and then it goes into the post-shadow period. But let's talk about assessing your boundaries. So this is sort of what I was alluding to, and this is what your angels want you to do, is take time to write them down and really assess. Now, the card on the top of the deck for this week is focus on humanity. So when you feel overwhelmed, as we often do, about the future or things that we have to do, really focus on, why am I here? What have I come here to do? Remember, you have a unique fingerprint and special skills that only you have come here to provide to humanity. So really take time to yourself and reflect and say, what have I come here to do lovingly? Archangel Michael is emphasizing on the lovingly part. And remember to be in a place of unconditional love for yourself. You're doing the best that you can with what God has asked you to do on this spiritual journey that you're having in this human experience. And just know that the angels are pouring so much love onto you. They're supporting you. You just have to call upon them and receive that guidance. And tell the truth is what I'm hearing the angels say right now. When it comes to boundaries, it's all about honesty. So this is going to be a week of honesty. It might be a little difficult. You're growing from this experience, but being honest with yourself is going to be a much better form of engagement for you to be able to heal and deal with others. And remember that, as you focus on humanity, that you're exercising your natural talents and interests, and that you're, following through with your divine guidance quickly. There's sort of an emphasis on like, hurry up. So, sometimes we tend to overthink things and we just don't do them. So know that the angels are like, when you get that guidance, like take action right away. Maybe it's to write that book or join a club or some other sort of spiritually based activity that you want to give to yourself. And know that the angels want you to take care of that quickly. So a really good week in general. Friendship is coming up a lot for you this week. There might be a friend that supports you. They're showing me. They're also showing me writers. There's a lot of people writing right now, and it's like time to write another book is the message that keeps coming through. So pay close attention to the guidance that wants to come through for you. Look up, remember, protect your boundaries. Some of you have already set your boundaries with people. And for you, this message, then the alternative is for you to just protect them. All right. The angels will always point you in the right direction. Okay. The other thing too is pay attention to your dreams. On Wednesday morning, there's an energy change coming, as I mentioned, and you're getting a lot of information in your dreams. So make sure that you write them down. We have a couple of events coming up in June. We have my Burning Questions event. And this Friday, actually, when Mercury goes direct, I had mentioned it, this Friday, the June the 3rd, we start the Angels for Self-Care, where we're going to be practicing all the techniques that, I've taught to many of you in classes or during my Facebook Live. So we're going to be practicing vacuuming with Archangel Michael, shielding, protecting, clearing, journaling, meditation. It's going to be a good time. It's basically a totally free event. Donations are encouraged, but basically come and access it if you can. And it's going to be a good time. So all of that information about the events is available on my website, juliespiritualhealer.com. And thank you so much again for all the birthday wishes over the weekend. It's been a really good weekend, and I'm feeling super grateful. Private bookings at juliespiritualhealer.com. God bless.